Some people just want to watch world fun.
Jeff Nails another draft day.
Nailed it.
Top 5 has 98.
I got one more.
Just loves some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. That's right. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 438. Jeez, I'm Jason.
I'm Blake.
I'm the intern.
Ooh.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Izzy.
Hey, from everything I learned from movies.
Woo!
Yay!
Everything I learned from movies.
Woo!
Before we introduce you guys, well, everybody knows who you are. Anyways, we do have a lot of new people listening. So Steve and Izzy are from Everything I Learned from Movies. You should check them out. I'm about ready to be on their show to do Torque for Torque October.
Torktober.
Yeah. Jeff is going to be on the show too with me. Brian could be too if he wants to. Have you ever seen Torque, Brian?
I was just about to ask, does that mean do I need to watch Torque?
Yes.
Or Biker Boys. They're basically the same movie.
Oh, we're doing both.
Okay, I've seen Biker Boys, but I would be willing to watch Torque.
Oh,
Which is the one with Orlando Jones?
Oh, well, he's like my second favorite character in The Replacements, so I'm in.
There you go.
If anyone out there, and I doubt it, but if anybody ever out there listened to Beardo and a Weirdo, little nano podcast that no longer exists, I am the one who kept asking them about Orlando Jones.
Orlando Jones was my favorite character actor in Sleepy Hollow, the TV show. That's how far. Yeah, there you go. Nobody asked about Sleepy Hollow, do they, Izzy?
Nobody asked about Sleepy Hollow. Everybody, I don't think anybody else watched him in American Gods, and he was fucking great.
He was great in Evolution, the movie.
Yeah.
He was the best part of Say It Ain't So.
I don't know that one.
It is a Fairly Brothers movie that was instantly forgotten once it was released because it was so horrible. Maybe coming soon on the podcast.
Ooh. Blake, how are you doing over there?
Okay.
How do you feel after the Guardians beat the Cincinnati Reds today?
I love it and I hate it.
Why is that?
No, because, I'm originally from outside of Northeast Ohio, so I am a Cleveland Indians Guardians fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're my American League team. But since moving down here in Cincinnati, they are my National League team. So, what would work out great for me is if they, tied.
Just tied.
Yeah. But otherwise, I root for whoever's got the best chance to make the playoffs. And this year, I think it's 0-0.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Indians do have a $40 million payroll.
Yeah, it's all Jose Ramirez, and he beat the Reds single-handedly tonight. Literally, he beat the Reds single-handedly tonight.
We went outside to toss baseball, and it was 4-2 Guardians. I went to toss with all three of my kids out in the backyard, and my youngest son kept going inside and came back. He was like, 4-4. I was like, oh, okay, great. They came back, great. And then next thing you know, he came back out. He's like, oh, it's 6-4. Then my daughter came back, went inside, came back out. She's like, Dad, it's 10-4. I was like, oh, geez. That escalated quickly. Yeah.
Brian, that's honestly the most exciting baseball story I've heard in the last 15 years.
You know what? That's pretty much it. I tossed with my 3 kids. There you go, Steve.
That's pretty much Southwest Ohio living at its best.
Yep.
Nothing like skiing out there in Utah or water skiing on salt lakes or floating in them.
Hey, we're going to get to that here. Brian, did you go to the game?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Did Jim go to the game?
I don't think so, but he may have. I didn't ask.
He may not be in the game, but he may be outside the ballpark
Oh, drinking.
Possibly.
or in the parade. I don't know.
Did you go to the parade, Brian?
I did not.
Okay.
I will be going to the game
I
tomorrow
am-
if it doesn't get rained out, though.
Oh,
You should be good until 9.
In theory.
at night? 9 at night?
That's when the weather's supposed to blow through here.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you meant 9 a.m.
No.
It's too early.
So, Brian, please explain to the listeners that aren't from Cincinnati. Opening day is a huge celebration in Cincinnati when we have good ownership. Fuck you, Castellini. Anyways, it's a big thing because everybody loves the Reds in Cincinnati. It's a baseball town. Even though the Bengals did great this year, it's a baseball town. But the last 2 years, because of COVID, we've not had this parade. Can you tell us about this parade, opening day parade?
So I've lived in Ohio for almost 40 years. Cincinnati specifically. I've been to one opening day parade.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, thousands of people jam the streets and it's a parade for the Reds. So
Before opening day game.
yeah, it's the day of the home opening. Usually up until this year, Cincinnati always started the season for Major League. Like they would be the first official game of the Major League season was in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
And that has slowly started not being important enough for Major League Baseball. So this year they started the Reds on the road, which hasn't happened in, I couldn't tell you. I don't think it has ever happened. Yeah.
Is it because the Yankees and Red Sox weren't involved?
Probably. Because we're a small market team by their standards.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the longer baseball goes on, the less that tradition really means anything.
But no. They said
Like
tradition means everything in baseball.
No, I agree with Brian.
Yeah, it's not, they just don't seem to care too much about that kind of stuff anymore.
Next year when they have like the 8-foot baseball bags, like second base is 8 feet long, do you think that's going to help?
I think they should make the entire infield one big base.
Ooh. And bouncy. Can we do it bouncy?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like what was that? The basketball with the trampolines, slam ball or whatever.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was on Spike TV.
Hell yeah! Try tagging somebody out when they're 12 feet up in the air.
I just liked like the first couple games. There was like 6 broken collarbones.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm making $200 per game. It's fine. Oh, okay.
Hey, that backboard comes up on you quick. Ooh, actually, we watched a movie the other day and had an idea for an all-star event, like all-star weekend or whatever, like with the home run derby.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the home run. Okay, well, the movie we were watching was King Kung Fu. If you've seen it, it's based in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm pretty sure the city of Wichita put forth the $40 to make it. But in one of the scenes, a guy in a gorilla outfit takes a bat, holds it by the fat end, like basically upside down, and basically just like hits a home run. And we're like, I wonder if like there's someone in the league that could actually do that.
Bo Jackson.
Oh, is he still playing?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Or in the last 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantasy camp.
No.
He probably still
Reds,
could, yeah.
the Bengals destroyed Bo Jackson.
Yes, they did.
It's the curse of Bo Jackson.
Maybe Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from Toronto. He probably could. That guy's nothing but pure muscle.
But I was thinking if it was like a mix of the home run derby and a slam dunk contest, like who can hit, somebody running up on the plate like Happy Gilmore style or whatever.
How about this? Everybody in the outfield gets trampolines so they can jump over the walls to catch it.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, there should be trampolines in center, left, and right.
Yes. Yes. You said trampolines, right?
And bring back the bulls for free steaks.
Oh.
And the green monster is one of those Velcro walls.
Yeah, you get to climb.
Get a giant can of Mountain Dew.
You know,
You get free dew.
I feel like this could work. I mean, I think baseball is looking for alternatives. Brian, you got any ideas? Oh, you had the base in the infield.
If they could fire Rob Manfred, and then
bring back the independent commissioner.
Bring in Vince McMahon.
Like they should just fire him and then like set a $1 million salary cap per player.
Mm-hmm.
Then I might be interested.
Here's an idea. They can't fire Rob because he's a very popular commissioner now. He just sent everybody a set of headphones in baseball due to the lockout. Did you guys see this? So, Rob Manfield, asshole.
I'm sure they'll smooth over labor relations.
Asshole commissioner, yes. To soothe over labor relations, he literally sent every major league ball player a Bose headphones. And a set of them. Every single one.
Yeah, because they're all millionaires and they can't buy $100 pair of fucking headphones.
Yes. And he, to be fair, Brian, he did write them a letter. Not individually.
Somebody in his office wrote a letter and he fucking signed one of them and they photocopied it and they mailed it out. Fuck him. He sucks. On
the positive, though, I'm sure he sent them to the minor league. Oh, no, he didn't send it to the minor league ball players. The guys that make $600 a day.
Is there still?
Yeah, that letter said, sorry, we're eliminating half of the teams. Good luck.
We would like to make our sport popular again by eliminating half the minor league small market teams. I think it might just work. It's crazy enough. Let's do it. Anyways, so that was baseball talk.
I couldn't be less interested in a Reds baseball game right now than I am at this point.
Yeah,
like at any other time in my life.
You should just listen to the owners. They're really owning it.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are we gonna do? Like, just stop rooting for the Reds? Like, yeah.
Go Tigers.
I mean,
I root for them.
Like, fuck him, man.
They're called Bengals.
Just everything.
Sorry,
yeah,
they'll all become Cubs fans.
Oh God, no one's becoming Cubs fans. I could never see Brian become a Cubs fan. Brian knows baseball. He's not a Cubs fan. Oh, sorry.
No.
There goes my Cubs listeners. There goes our Cubs listeners.
Yeah. See, I would genuinely say, I mean, with the parade and everything that Brian was talking about, and all, I mean, it is literally like a downtown festive holiday in Cincinnati.
It's always been treated as a holiday here in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge thing, and no matter how shitty the Reds are or how bad the owners is, and they've even started putting up billboards around town. Somebody's buying billboards and renting, sell the team Bob. But, despite how bad it is, opening day will always be a great festival holiday here, despite how shitty the Reds are.
Yeah, baseball.
Who's behind the billboards, by the way? Do we know?
Steve and Izzy.
It is not the Facebook group hashtag sell the team Bob that I am a admin in. I can tell you that. It is
free
not
disclosure.
Or us.
It is not Hobie.
So
but talking about interesting things going on in the world and these sensationalized labor disputes, baseball, and all that other kind of stuff. I mean, I believe there's something going on with Etsy here with Untidy Venus. What's up with that?
At the time of this recording, the Etsy artisans a bunch of us are on strike. So Etsy, as you know, if you don't know, is online retailer and shop front for handmade artisans, and then they've expanded also into crafting supplies. And it's a really easy to use format for people both to purchase on and for people to sell on, and has really brought handmade items to the forefront. And during the pandemic, Etsy has like doubled its profits or more year over year over year. And the CEO has decided that that's not enough. They need to increase all their fees by another 30%, and they're going to charge a percentage on what we charge for shipping as artists. So if you guys don't know and you've never had to mail a package, mailing stuff isn't free. It's kind of expensive, and a lot of people want it to be free because we're all used to Amazon delivery, which I totally get it. But when you've already like put a bunch of time and effort and your own money and blood, sweat, and tears into a product, it's hard to then just pay $15 more complimentary to ship it to somebody. And so
shipping's expensive.
Yeah. And so Etsy's been pushing for free shipping if the order's over $35, which the artist can choose to do or not do, but Etsy sort of punishes you if you don't do. So, but if you do charge for it, again, Etsy takes a percentage of that fee because they don't want you making a profit on shipping.
How much?
So, babe, if we wanted like some of the amazing products of Untidy Venus, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Exactly.
Well, you can go ahead and just message me over on my Instagram at Untidy Venus. I won't lie, I rarely check my Twitter, guys, but you can always message Steve at EILF Movies. That's
Everything I learned from movies.
On Twitter, you can hit up my Facebook page at Untidy Venus. Message me directly. I can even cut you a deal because I won't be paying any of Etsy's fees. I take Square, Venmo, and PayPal. But yeah, so yeah, the Etsy vendors are basically there were new fees installed on April 11th, and so for the week, a bunch of Etsy artists have gone on strike, and a bunch of people out there are going to be, well, why don't you just change venues? First off, Etsy's established as like a safe shopping experience. But and like they've curated this amazing marketplace that people feel comfortable shopping in. Like it's weird to just buy from somebody's random website. You never really know what the security is and whatnot. But also we want Etsy to be better. We want Etsy to be a good place. Also, people who've shopped Etsy recently have probably noticed that since the pandemic, they haven't been very strict about locking down on if it's handmade, and there's a lot of drop shippers. I myself have accidentally purchased from drop shippers, but
now what's a drop shipper? So they're actually like buying something.
So I don't know if you're familiar with
turning around and reselling it.
So it's even less work for them than that. So if you've ever shopped AliExpress, they're all drop shippers. A lot of Amazon is drop shippers. Have you ever like ordered an item and then they're like, sorry, it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. And then when you receive the item, it's obviously been through the mail for a month and a half and has usually come from like a weird place in like southern Russia or China or something.
Yeah.
So the person selling it
through customs.
Yeah. So the person selling it never actually sees the product. They get some pictures or steal some pictures from the internet. They have a cheap manufacturer make it and they ship it straight from the manufacturer to you.
Like Nike.
Yeah. So they have no idea what the quality is. That's why Wish is a drop shipper. That's why stuff from Wish is sometimes like, wait, I thought I bought a color changing mug, but I bought a mug with a picture of a color changing label.
Oh, those are like the things that I ordered this online and this is what showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so those are all drop shippers.
With the photos and the real item.
And they make a ton of money because they're great at scamming because that's all they do. And so Etsy doesn't crack down on them. And so we're taking a stand. We want Etsy to get its shit back together and become the safe marketplace that it's been.
So the
otherwise, you're hand delivering everything to everybody across the United States.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like people like me, I'm an artisan. I joined a local co-op, and my stuff is physically in an on-site shop here in Ogden, Utah, the local artisan collective. And my stuff's going to be available here shortly through their website. And so like, I just went ahead and was like, well, if Etsy's going to be a jerk, I'm going to find other avenues. But if you're not in Ogden, Utah, it is much harder to shop me.
Are you going to do your Hobie knickknacks on site at the Comic Expo at the Hobie booth?
If somebody can secure me a flight and airfare at a hotel, I could do that.
I can take care of the hotel.
Let me GoFundMe. Let's go.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you take Hobie IOUs for payment?
Not for flights.
That is
The
the
intern's
most
working
Even
on
Hobie
Hobie coin.
Hobie
I
coin.
will apply your guys' $3.50 credit that you do have from my shop.
We will be buying magnets again this year from Untidy Venus because for the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 23rd through 25th, get your tickets now at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. William Shatner is going to be there. Same with Hobie. And Untidy Venus's knickknacks, paddywhacks, and magnets will all be there too. Woo!
Oh, awesome.
Brian will supply the dog bones.
Woof, woof.
I will. Yes.
'Cause we got knickknacks and paddywhacks. You got to have some dog bones.
That's right. So that Atari 2600 I bought from Etsy is probably not handmade, huh?
No, so Etsy is handmade and vintage. So if it's more than 30 years old, and the Atari is, you can buy it on Etsy, and we have no qualms about it.
I bought it and it said it was an Atari 3600. It was kind of odd. I don't know. It doesn't play any of my games. It wasn't playing River Raid. I was really upset by that. And Yard's Revenge.
I remember River Raid.
What's that?
Look, my Ploop
remember that
station
game.
plays
It's awesome.
perfectly, is all I'm saying.
Just asking. So the reason we have you on this week, well, just because you want to come on and we love having you guys, but also because you're going to talk to us a little bit later on about Utah and about how Blake was incorrect on everything he said about Utah and how...
Yeah, just Blake.
Just Blake. And so that's going to be interesting. And I got some trivia for you. Also, but until we get there, Brian, since we've missed you the last couple weeks, I've missed you.
Yeah, it has been a couple weeks.
It has. Next week we got a lot of food in the studio, so more diabetes next week. So that's good.
Yeah. We have an
Thank
extra
God.
special treat from Co-Canadian of the Year, Dr. Dana.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is, but I was told it is probably going to win her Canadian of the Year again.
Wow.
You know, just
So-
to think, I not being there in person and how many calories I'm saving tonight.
Yeah, I do feel better about it. Of course, Blake, unfortunately, I am in the studio, so I'm just eating everything that's left over. So
Damn it, man.
I'm kidding. I do have. First
No,
off,
he's not. He literally is eating everything left over.
No, I'm not.
He's just going through the dumpsters and licking all the wrappers.
I wash my.
If you wanted to eat all of those donut-flavored Peeps, go for it, man.
Oh no, we do have donut flavored Peeps. Do you guys have any, Steve and Izzy?
Oh, you
No.
sent the picture, and I'm like, yeah, that's all the things I don't want in one thing.
Okay.
Have not found the donut flavored Peeps. So, guys, Steve doesn't like coffee and doesn't like marshmallows.
What?
Yeah.
Coffee. That's unnatural.
But that means that I can buy all the Peeps I want. He never bothers with them.
I'll be
That's
honest.
right.
I'm not a Peeps fan at all.
Me neither.
I enjoy them stale. I like to open up the wrapper and leave them till about Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
will-
good.
So then they're like a marshmallow in Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Brian, just for you, I'm not opening up the Peeps this week. I'm waiting till next week when everybody's back.
Please,
Hoping
please
let
do
them
not
get
hold off
stale.
on my account.
No, Brian.
Please.
I insist.
No.
I've missed you, buddy, and so I don't want to ruin a moment that you'll enjoy these things. I mean, I think you're really like them a lot. I'll be honest; they look like shit. They do not look.
No, like literally, they do.
Yeah. They look like dusty shit.
It looks
from the
like
picture you
cinnamon.
sent.
Somebody just dumped brown sugar and cinnamon all over it. So that should be interesting.
Like somebody let Peeps sit for 6 months before they finally ate them, and out came these little donut flavored Peeps.
Hey, hey, Carl,
Better talk.
did you see these Peeps back here that we've had for 3 years? Send them out. They're fine. Nobody cares.
Yeah, put those in Izzy's Patreon. She wants those crunchy Peeps.
Anyways, Brian, I'll get to you. What have you watched recently? Just a couple things. What you got?
So I had the absolute joyous occasion of coming across all 9 seasons of Night Court on IMDb TV.
Nice.
So that is all I have been watching for the better part of 2 weeks, and I'm almost to season 5.
Is
Sounds
it
like
any
it holds
good?
up.
Is it what?
Does it hold up?
No. It's the I shouldn't say no flat out. A lot of the jokes wouldn't be able to be like they couldn't do it now.
Okay.
Like the innuendo and the sexual and racial undertones in the jokes it could just never be done in this. So I'm very interested.
What's that?
Could they not do it on network TV, or do you think you can do it on something like Netflix or Amazon or HBO Max
I don't think it would be so much because of like I just don't think like they're so cringy that it just like it's not a joke that would be even written today.
Okay.
If
Really?
that makes sense.
Could you give us an uncensored example?
Just go to YouTube and watch clips of Dan Fielding. Like John Larroquette plays that character, that scummy character.
Yeah, he's a scummy
so well.
sexist. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
does he touch Marky Post a lot?
Yeah. So there's like the one episode, let's see, season 4, there's an episode where like she is choking on something. So Dan gives her the Heimlich maneuver or what. So somehow he ends up saving her life, but like he's got a card in his briefcase and it's like what to do in the event of someone that needs life-saving assistance. And it's like, clear the airway, something else, and then like remove all restrictive clothing. Oh, and God. She's sitting there and she's wearing like a trench coat and she like looks and she's naked underneath and he pulls her underwear and her clothes like out of his briefcase. Oh. And it's just like, like, wow, and then so from there it escalates into her saying like, well, you saved my life. Thank you so much. What could I ever do? And he's like, sleep with me. So like the rest of the episode is like him trying to pressure her into sleeping with him for saving her life. And it's just like really uncomfortable.
Kind of toxic work environment. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But they're lawyers,
like,
right?
It's not like just like it's not just like outright like flat like terrible, but like it's just not really funny.
Yeah, maybe stuff that wouldn't fly today. Yeah, I understand.
Exactly.
Like, I get what you're saying.
It requires the laugh track. Yeah.
Right. In the 80s, that was funny because those things were somewhat more commonplace and acceptable than they would be now.
Yeah. Although I will say that I knew a guy in the military who was on duty and station in a nice hotel in a location, and Marky Post was there for like 2 weeks when she was doing some kind of filming. And so when he would get up and go work out in the hotel gym at like 6 a.m, she was there every morning too. And he made it a point to be there as well. And he was like, it is. And, they made all these jokes about, inappropriate jokes about, she's kind of in doubt. And he's like, oh, it's true. That's the reason I kept going back at 6 a.m. in the morning to work out.
Yeah, but he's not undressing her.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, she's doing it herself.
That's my Marky Post story. That's all I got.
I like that you have a Marky Post story.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
No. Didn't she pass away in the past year or two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she passed away in like September of last year.
Okay. Did you, and sad news, speaking of, we won't bring this down, but Gilbert Gottfried died today.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Iago.
Yeah, he had a battle with a long illness. I don't think he ever disclosed that he had an illness though, right? He was like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, I didn't know he was sick. I mean, when I had seen whatever, like they interviewed him after Bob Saget had passed away, like you could tell like he didn't look great.
Yeah.
But like I never really thought like he was sick like that, but
I did like that.
You never thought of him as like a beacon of perfect health in the first place, so
yeah, for sure.
I mean, he always looked like he had something wrong going on to begin with, and that was part of his act.
He was 67 years old, and I swear to God, when they said how old he was, I looked at my wife. I was like, I thought he was 75. Like he always looked old. Like, no offense to him, but he always looked old. But yeah,
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Breath of Silence. There it is. So,
I always thought he had a problem with his eyesight.
Yeah, with his squint. Well, and the interesting thing is with him, like in cancel culture and all that stuff, right, wrong, and different, whatever. It is interesting, like when people will be like, "You can't say that," and they try to cancel him. He didn't give a shit. He just was whatever, and he just kept going. He never apologized for anything.
See his 9/11 bits if you have any questions.
Yeah, well, that was at a roast. Yeah, because I remember he was talking about that on that that documentary I just watched last week. The Can We Take a Joke that I watched on Amazon. He was talking about he got in heat for the 9/11 jokes, but he was like, listen, this was under this kind of circumstances. Then what got him canned from Aflac and all that was the Fukushima jokes. With the nuclear reactors and tidal wave in Japan and all that kind of stuff. So,
but he didn't.
But yeah, he's got some interesting stuff. They interview him in that documentary, and the documentary is good. I recommend anybody go.
What's it called again?
Can We Take a Joke?
Okay, I gotta watch that. You say it's on Amazon?
Yeah, that's what I watched it on Amazon, and then Amazon auto-played the Play-Doh contest automatically for me, so I was kind of concerned. I'm like, how do you think I'm going to watch the Play-Doh TV show after I just watched Can We Take a Joke?
What the heck is
Jokes and free speech. I mean, come on.
What is the Play-Doh TV show?
It's like the Lego, where people get competitions with their Play-Doh. They have to make things out of Play-Doh, and if you don't win, your thing gets smashed.
Really?
Yeah,
they smash your dick.
Whoa, jeez.
Yeah, they smash your Play-Doh.
These Japanese game shows have to stop.
Yeah.
If your Play-Doh sculpture doesn't work, they just smash your dick.
Yeah, it's smack.
You
Get a smack.
No,
and then the what's her name from Modern Family hosts it? The one daughter, the
Ariel
the
Winter?
skinny. Yeah, no, not Ariel Winter, the other one.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The
The
one
older
looked
one.
like she had an eating disorder.
Yes.
Which is rude of me to say, but yeah.
Yeah. So Brian with Night Court.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you thinking
so back to
Mr.
Night Court.
Mr. Belvedere might be a better choice right now?
No, like it's still very enjoyable. Like it's not like every episode is dripping with that stuff, but it's just like there are one or two episodes like per season where like we've just kind of looked at each other and we're like, oh, that's bad. Like that's not good. But for the most part, it's still, it's enjoyable and it's funny and it's cheesy, but I'm very happy that I found it and I'm able to watch it like start to finish.
Not as scandalous as Wings. Wings was very scandalous back in the day. That was a joke.
Yeah, Paul McCartney's always been pushing the envelope.
That's right.
Aw.
Everybody blames Ringo, but
Linda didn't sing very well.
I liked Wings. The TV show, not the band. Brian, have you seen Mr. Belvedere yet on any streaming services, or has anybody bought you it?
I have not been able to track it down, or no one has been able to track it down for me.
It's ridiculous.
It's got to be out there somewhere. I'll find it.
Bastards. Again, if you would like to buy it for Brian, please let us know at the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook or at HobiePod on HobiePod on Twitter, whatever we're on. And we're on Tumblr, too.
Sounds like a great floppy bribe.
Yes.
Ask me.
Yeah, Brad from Cinema Guys.
You'll see him. You'll see him soon. Blake runs our Tumblr account, so if you have any questions about Tumblr, get with Blake. I don't know what that laugh was, but that creeped me out, Blake. I did, Steve and Izzy, since you're the movie guys, movie people, I did see a movie this weekend.
ooh.
What?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh, how is it?
Oh.
I didn't dislike the first one. I thought the first one was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
The second one, not as good. It wasn't horrible, and I've seen a lot of bad kids movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, this one was not horrible. It was better than the B movie with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But it was not as good as the first one. It was fine. It was okay. I'm intrigued by the third one, but it made some good money out there this week.
Wait, so Sonic survives this one? Damn it, spoilers,
No,
Jason.
Tails takes over. It was a twist. Tails actually stabs him with his own tail, and it got brutal. Yeah.
Games of Sonic, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
But everything I learned from movies, they're like Nicolas Cage-ophiles, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, excited for that movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I will have to say, the first thing I thought was of Steve and Izzy. And the second thing I thought was, this actually looks good.
Yeah, it looks like we made a movie.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
Officially comes out on the 22nd, I think is that Friday.
Okay.
We may or may not have some pre-screening tickets for the 18th.
What?
But more than likely we'll end up watching it on my birthday on the 26th. So
if Utah had airports, I would have flown out to see you guys and watch it with you. Damn it.
Do you still have to hand crank the theater reels? The cameras to show?
We got the donkeys to pull them for us.
Hey, Blake, they actually have a piano inside the movie theater playing the music. So,
whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting is I did look that up specifically for Steve and Izzy, and it's already trending at like 8.7 out of 10 IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 94% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. It's something crazy. Yeah. It's going to be great, guys. Guys, we're living in the second Cage-a-sons. I mean, I don't know if you all know this. Have you seen Pig? Prisoners of the Ghostland's even good, though it's
Willy's
kind of a
Wonderland?
niche film. Yeah, Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Prisoners of the Ghostland. If you like crazy action and don't want to ask any questions.
Yeah, Mandy. Primal's even good.
Primal.
Though, again, kind of a niche market thing.
Primal is the best Nicolas Cage trapped on a boat with a large
Exotic
cat
animals?
movie I've ever seen.
We also got to interview the director, which was fucking awesome. He's a big stunt coordinator over the past 34 years. Like, he's the guy that trained all of these sword-wielding guys in Braveheart and the Bourne Identity.
Top Michelle Pfeiffer had to do all the whip stuff in Batman.
That was another person we also interviewed, though.
That's right. That was a different guy.
Time out. You know what? I taught all these guys how to use swords. I think I can direct. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a trivia nugget.
1,000 extras with pointy objects, you can direct a movie.
Yeah. Here's a trivia nugget as I was scrolling down and looking, and the first thing I thought of course, this time was Jason, because he can explain it at Comic Expo if you come see it. At the end of principal photography, the whole cast was gifted a pillow with Nicolas Cage's face on it.
We might have that pillow.
We do at the expo.
We just got one of those pillows that have like the sequins on one side, and then you run your hand across it, and it's Nicolas Cage's face.
Yes! People like to come over and draw faces on it for us.
I don't want to say anything, but Brian and I are in massive searching for a John Travolta pillowcase for the expo this year. So Brian can be John Travolta, I can be Nicolas Cage, and we can have a face-off of trivia prizes.
I like it.
Gotta take his face.
The Nicolas Cage badge of suck to the John Travolta bag of what?
Trash.
Trash. You know what would be even funnier? If you could buy a spare of each and cut their faces out
and switch it.
Spares. Stick it on the other pillow.
I like
Get yourself a seamstress.
See, you guys should be Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, but from like different movies. Like somebody be like John Travolta from Michael, and somebody be like
Phenomenal.
like Nicolas Cage with a mustache.
Yeah, from the beginning of Face Off with the little pedo mustache.
Brian, are you a seamstress?
In a former life, I am not.
Damn it. Do you know anybody that can sew?
But you didn't say currently.
Oh, damn
That's
it!
to be determined.
Maybe Doug could do it. Canadian of the Year. I like that idea. Brian,
I got a guy.
you might have a guy.
Yeah.
Anything else you saw, Brian? Anything exciting? Anything racist, sexist?
I watched, what is the Jake Gyllenhaal movie on Netflix?
Jarhead?
Morbius?
That's Jared Leto. Leto.
And that's not on Netflix.
It will be soon.
Hang on.
Not Ambulance, is it?
Ambulance?
No, It's the one he did before Ambulance.
Oh, okay.
It is called...
Fire truck.
No, it is called The Guilty.
Oh.
So he's like a police officer who
Tries to do the Heimlich maneuver on Marky Post and then
With her bra and underwear.
He's like a police officer who is under investigation for murder, so he's demoted to working the 911 call center.
Oh, yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, it's also obviously a movie because he's a police officer in trouble for murder.
So it was just like really bad. Like it's kind of one of those like phone booth type deals where like it's basically him like talking to people, like trying to help people throughout like a crime, and you never see any of these people. It's only their voices.
Okay. So it was shot for $40 on a weekend and sold to Netflix for like $5 million. Got it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some Ethan Hawke is a voice in it, like one of the voices. Bill Burr, Riley Keough. Like there's decently like well-known actors attached to it, but he's like literally like the only face that you see besides like 2 or 3 other people in the 911 center.
Like they don't
Eric Roberts calls in.
They don't even flash to like the scenes that he's talking to, like the people there.
No.
What?
Never.
So it's a play?
It's in the theater of the mind, Jason.
This sounds
So
horrible.
it's literally the only scene, like the only like the movie itself takes place all inside this 911 call center. Like you see nothing else. And it's literally just him on the phone.
Now, I would watch that if it was Bill Burr in Jake Gyllenhaal's role. Like, if you just had Bill Burr doing 911 or 911 calls, I'll take that.
Yeah. So, like, this, 911 call is, it's a crime. And then he's, like, trying to, help the girl out. And then he loses the call. So he's, tracking the call on the screen. And he's, calling former, police people or people they used to work with in the police department to try to track them down. It's I don't know. It's bad, but it seems like one of those, we can film this because of COVID type movies. 4 people on a set type deals. So, but I mean, I've seen worse.
We all have.
That's on the poster.
Brian from Moby says he's seen worse. Great movie poster.
I've seen worse Jake Gyllenhaal movies in the last 2 years, that's for sure.
Okay.
Who makes Jake Gyllenhaal a star? We do.
I like Jake.
I mean, he was great hosting Saturday Night Live last week. So,
Was he?
Yeah. He was very good.
I didn't have a problem with him. I thought he did okay.
He's better than Jared Leto.
Yeah. Did he and Maggie ever get back together?
I love Jake Gyllenhaal and Morbius. He really did a great job. Blake, did you see anything? Blake, Steve, anybody else see anything else real quick?
We watched Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah.
Did you get through all of it?
We
did, yeah.
Does it get better after the
it
first?
got weird, like episode 7 or 8, where it was like, I thought this was pirates, and then it's very, it's a
It is pirates.
very gender fluid kind of situation.
Steve, it's gay pirates.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
gay pirates living their best life.
but it is hilarious, everybody. I suggest you watch it.
I loved it.
I've gone through 2 episodes. I don't know if it's caught on with me yet. I'm trying really hard.
If that's not your bag, I would also suggest on HBO Max Plus, whatever it's called, The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh,
I've
yes.
heard that was good. I wanted to see that.
That I highly recommend that one. If you enjoy making fun of mega churches, you will not stop laughing.
Yeah, that's we caught like almost all of the first season, and it was really funny actually.
The Gemstones?
It's got a really good cast.
I'm
The
surprised they
casting
showed
is
that
like
in Utah.
phenomenal.
Eric Roberts, baby.
What has been banned in Utah?
No,
It's
because
not about
got
the Mormons.
evangelical churches, not Mormon
Oh, okay,
churches.
that's right.
Yeah,
They're evil.
they're very similar.
Blake, quickly, have you watched anything?
I seem to be in the Norse and Icelandic realm because we've been watching Vikings Valhalla, and I almost got to the point. I was like, "Are we going to do these same tropey storylines again from the original Vikings?" And it kind of started out that way, but I'm still watching it because I like it. And some of the storylines this time are they're pretty good, and some of the characters are kind of cool. But that the other thing is the Valhalla murders, which is this Icelandic miniseries of a murder thing that wife and the kids are into. So by default, I kind of watched a couple of those episodes.
Time out. Your kids are into murdering?
What's that?
Do you say your kids are into murdering people?
No, murder mystery
watching,
shows.
okay.
Yeah, so who done it kind of stuff.
Blake,
So I'm like just up to my eyeballs in Nordic entertainment.
Hey,
Blake, are you psyched for The Northman?
Oh, is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, the one coming out, I think the same day as Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or whatever.
Yeah, I actually, tell you the truth, I am. That looks pretty good.
It looks fucking tight. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
looks like it's in Iceland, so I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Blake,
We do love Iceland.
Yeah, we do.
It's about that guy from the north, Blake, the one I was telling you about.
Yeah, that North guy, the Northman.
Yeah, the man from the north.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the one who has the hair?
Nanook?
Yes. Yes.
Nanu. Blake, I don't know if you know this, but you don't have to watch everything that Netflix automatically starts for you.
I don't?
No.
I thought that was part of the subscription service.
That's what that Netflix roulette is, right?
Blake got done with Stranger Things 3 and season 3, and then it just kept auto playing stuff. And he's like, "Well, I guess I can't turn it off now." Here we go again.
Yes, I'm watching Fear Street 1776 or whatever.
Did you guys watch the Fear Street series?
Nope.
Oh,
I did not.
that
I hear it's okay.
I wanted to really enjoy it, and man, that first one was bad. Anyways, Blake, I'm actually watching Vikings Valhalla as well.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm actually playing it.
can
It's Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
So, Blake, let me ask, did you see the original History Channel version of Vikings? Did you watch all of that?
Yes. From the beginning of
Okay.
Ragnar to the seasons where they didn't have Ragnar, where it was Ivar the Boneless and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, from beginning to end.
Okay. Because the Netflix series is supposed to be a prequel to that, I believe.
No, it's a sequel. It's
Is it?
like
Okay.
100. It's like 100 years later.
Later. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was tied to it somehow, but I wasn't sure if it was prior to. Or...
They even mentioned Ragnar and Ivar the Boneless, and they even make references to it in the couple of times in the episode.
Okay.
Are they searching for buttons?
No, nor buried wood.
Vikings of Oak Island.
Vikings of Oak Island.
We haven't gotten to Oak Island yet, but it does have Leif Erikson in it, and maybe he will get there to Oak Island
The singer?
and show us where he buried the treasure.
The singer? Oh, that's Leif Garrett. My bad.
Yeah, Leif Garrett.
Is he
He's
in
in
it?
search of his hair.
Is he alive?
I think so.
Blake, why don't you start us off with some... real quick. What grade would you give Moon Knight so far? We had a Twitter poll of the week at Bad Ideas Podcast. That's actually our Twitter poll, or Twitter handle, not a Hobie Pod. That's Jeff's.
For a
Bad
minute there, I
Ideas
thought you were
Podcast.
asking me what grade I would give Moon Knight so far. I've only seen 2 episodes.
A, B, C, or F? A, great series so far. B, good but not great. C, average. F, awful. What the fuck is happening?
What about D for Dandy?
Well, Twitter only has D for Dandy. Twitter only has 4 options.
Maybe Elon Musk can fix that.
Well, this one is either love or like. It's 77% to 23% A, above a B. No C's or F's this week. So look at you.
I haven't seen Moonfall yet, so I don't want to get lost in the story.
Well, God.
What I did hear was, though, there was a bad moon on the rise.
Get out.
Or it was a bathroom on the right. I'm not sure which.
Is this the sequel to that Bruce Willis show?
Moonlighting? Yes.
He's been in the news a lot recently, so I thought that's what this was.
Well,
This is the night that wears assless chaps.
Yeah.
to quote Jeff,
Now,
they're
I'll fill
all
in for Jeff
assless.
and go, all chaps are assless.
Yeah, so Moon Knight, great show. That was our review. I still like it. Thanks, everyone, for being assholes about it. Jeez.
You're welcome.
That's why we're here.
You're welcome.
Blake, hit us with some listener feedback over there. What do you got?
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Listener feedback, bomb listener feedback, sponsored by Nicolas Cage this week. All right.
Yeah.
We start off every listener feedback with the same person, Steven is. Do you know who that is?
Big D.
That's right, Big D. The mailman.
A-Pants.
He always delivers, formerly known as
Number 1 fan?
secret possible benefactor to the intern.
Oh.
Dad?
He
says,
of the year or something?
He says, are you upset that WandaVision won't be back for a second season, or is this for the best?
The story's been told.
I agree. I think it is for the best, to tell you the truth, because, season 1 was such an interesting concept of her rehashing her childhood and her fascination with American television and how she created that alternate reality for her and Vision. I think, to build upon that is like season 2. I don't think you can do anything good with it. So if you went a different route, I think that's probably for the best.
The only thing that could come out of it is that Darcy and Wu X-Files like spinoff or whatever everyone was talking about.
Yes, that would be good.
Why would you not make that happen if you're Marvel? That is
Right?
Because
Why
they're
don't
not
they make a Darcy
superheroes.
Wu Vision?
What'd you say, Steve?
Because they're not superheroes. And
Yeah,
they
but
probably
you can put that on Disney Plus easy, right?
Well, yeah, of course. But you also have to put, I don't know, $40 in a 911 call center or something into it. Oh, wait a minute.
At the
Might
bare
actually work.
minimum.
Disney Plus, hit me up. I can have a script tomorrow.
Trademark.
There you go. You can make them like the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern of the Marvel
Yes.
MCU.
I think you want everybody to be like that.
Are they going to open a deli? What are we talking about?
Blake, you mentioned that in the Star Wars universe, too.
Yes.
The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern of Star Wars?
Yeah, what's his name? He doesn't like you. What are those two guys?
Oh, yeah, the guys at the bar, yeah.
They're in
Yeah, the
every
guys at
movie.
the bar. They were also in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a cameo in Rogue One. They're like the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern of the entire Star Wars saga.
Because everybody wants a settler in Waldorf.
I thought that was C-3PO and R2. They just kind of pop up and everybody was like, well, I guess you're in this, sort of.
It's canon now. It's canon.
We were watching, what was it? Rebels. My daughter and I were watching Rebels, the cartoon series. And they showed up in the Star Wars cartoon series, and they showed up in that. And I'm like, why the fuck is C-3PO in this? There's no reason for this. Stop it. And you're the most annoying character. Ugh.
So when do we find out C-3PO is actually a Jedi?
Oh, fuck him.
Sith.
Same time that's Jar Jar is a Sith.
Sith.
No, Jar Jar's the Sith. We know
Yes.
that.
Yes. What happens if we do a Jar Jar and C-3PO battle? That would be fun. Shut up, George. Take
I'd
your
watch
money.
it.
How many more action figures can we sell?
Yeah, give C-3PO a red arm, and then give him a yellow leg and a white leg. We can sell those toys. Shut up, George. Fucking George.
George got his billions. He's okay.
You know,
Disney, though.
Disney's like,
They got to make some money.
I always like when after he sold, George is like, well, I wouldn't have done the sequels like that. No one asked you, George. You sold it for $4 billion. You don't get a say anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. You lost your chance.
He took the lazy way out.
We saw your prequels, George. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, a little angry.
So, anyways, WandaVision, no second season, or actually, the more trailers I see of, the Multiverse of Madness, I guess she's more than a minor character in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it was all about Doctor Strange. All right, anyways.
That comes out soon, too. Less than a month.
I think so.
May 7th or something? Yeah.
What else we got,
Holy
Blake?
crap. Yeah. This next one here. Read your own feedback, Steve.
Oh, what's the best Jason Statham movie? Why would I ask that? Oh, because we're celebrating Jason Matham next month. We're currently in the middle of April, where we're talking about 8 movies, and hilarity ensues. That's at EILF Movies. That's everything I learned from movies on all the major podcatchers. So yeah, guys, what do you think's the best Jason Statham movie?
The Meg.
Best movie. About me. Asking for mine. Hey.
I mean, it really breaks down to like Hobbs and Shaw or the Crank movies, right?
I mean, yeah.
I'm actually going with the Italian Job. I really like the Italian Job.
Yeah.
Handsome Rob.
Handsome Rob. Or the Meg. I really like the Meg.
The Meg may be coming up in Jason Matham.
I'll say either Snatch.
Yes.
Or The Transporter, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Transporters are pretty good too.
They've made sequels to the Transporters, right?
Yep, they made 3 of them and then a reboot with Ed Skrein that nobody watched, except me, apparently.
Wow. That was a TV series, right?
No, I think it was a one-off movie. It was like Transporter Reloaded or some shit like that.
Electric Boogaloo.
I know they
might have had a series too. Yeah, I think that was with somebody else though.
It's
owned by Luc Besson, so he's got 3 ideas and 85 movies. So can't hate on that.
Is Jason Statham only allowed to be in movies with one word for titles? Crank, Cellular, Transporter,
The
Safe?
Mechanic Resurrection,
Mechanic.
The Italian Job.
Another movie coming up in Jason Matham in the name of the king, a Dungeon Siege story.
Yeah,
he was Farmer.
Yeah,
that's right. It's Ron Perlman and Ray Liotta, and directed by Dr. Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
Is Ray Liotta the best actor in that film of all time?
No, Jason Statham is.
No, Ray Liotta. He chewed that scenery and then spit it back out.
Okay, one good movie other than Goodfellas.
For who, Ray Liotta?
Like this, really quick, fast, short.
Copland.
No Escape?
No Escape's a good one. I can't find No Escape anywhere. It's not streaming anywhere. I have to buy a DVD from somebody. God damn it! I just want my Ernie Hudson in my life.
I like the Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels as well.
Was Ray Liotta in that?
For Jason Statham.
Oh, okay. I think meant Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta was in it. He's uncredited.
I like how Steve Bryan was like, name a good fucking Ray Liotta movie, and all of us just start naming them. We got some. Don't worry about it.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta.
I'll get to those. We'll find some. Keep
what
going.
Rocky movie was he in?
Keep going. I'll find it. Hold on.
All right. How many good Ray Liotta movies are there, and how many good Transporter movies are there?
Time out. Ray
the answer is
Liotta
the same. 3.
He was in those good commercials about stopping smoking. How he stopped smoking. Ray Liotta. Do you remember that? No, never mind. Forget it.
Bye, Jason.
I do remember
that's
that.
Jason Statham.
He was in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Not the good Sin City, but the next one. Ray Liotta was in Smoking Aces.
That's a very good movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
All right, this is a
Identity.
movie, but was he good in it?
Yeah, say ensemble cast. Yeah.
Like,
Identity.
Could he be replaced with somebody else?
Oh.
And would the movie suffer? Would it be the same, or could it be better? If he was replaced with Sir Nicolas Cage.
Is he? He was in Wild Hogs.
Yeah, definitely couldn't have been replaced in that ensemble cast. With again, Sir Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Heartbreakers. Oh, here you go. Hannibal. Didn't he get his brain eaten?
Yeah, he sure did.
And he laughed about it.
Yeah. Street Kings 2. Motor City.
He was good in John Q. Narc. He was really good in Narc.
Okay. Yeah, Narc's pretty good. Okay.
Muppets in Space.
But is he good in Narc, or could he be replaced with somebody else?
Anybody can be replaced with anybody else.
Yeah, no, but all right. So there are some movies where the actor's portrayal completely makes or breaks the movie, versus movies where an actor's portrayal could easily be swapped out with anybody else.
Okay, I got 3 films for you people. Ray Liotta, Karina,
Pass.
Operation Dumbo Drop,
Stop it.
and Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah. He was enthralling for the 45 seconds of screen time.
You could not replace him with anyone else in that role.
Totally.
Want to have a catch? I kind of look like Kevin Costner, sort of, in a way. We had the same hair,
He was in Powder Blue.
but not powder.
Not Powder. What else you got, Blake?
Who was in Powder?
Jeff Goldblum, Sean Patrick Flannery, I think Mary Steenburgen.
That might be the most 1990s cast ever.
Yeah, I know.
What was the History Show miniseries that Ray Liotta was in?
The what show?
He was in
Hatfield McCoy's or something?
No, but it was like that. It was like another one of those it was, I want to say it was about how the Texas Rangers, how they were formed, at the very beginning.
Really?
The baseball team?
No, no.
The Chuck Norris show?
Just like
What do we
Brian's
got next?
anger.
next.
I'll tell you what. I'll read the next listener feedback, and you can look it up.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. From Beside a Geek. I don't know if I can read this entire sentence. Do I have to read it, Jason?
Yes.
What real life person would you want as a Pez dispenser of? P.S. Pez still sucks.
Ugh.
That blasphemer.
You suck, beside it.
Just for that, I want his head on a Pez dispenser.
There you go. There you go.
You want a Stork's Pez dispenser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say Marky Post. That may not.
I'd rather have a peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting a creepy level. I want to. I want Mr.
Let's have a stork and a peacock as dispenser set.
Yeah, matching
Wait,
set.
Stork and Peacock, aren't they joining us on an episode? Oh, that's right. It's The Meg,
They're
Jason's
going to be
favorite
on
movie.
the Meg for Jason Matham.
I swear to God, if you guys do the Torque without me, if you did Torque and Biker Boys without me, I will fucking come to Utah. I will drive there because they don't have planes, but I will come there and hunt you down.
Oh, no, it's a threat. He's going to come hang out with us.
He's going to see the beautiful mountains. We had a blizzard today.
What?
He really didn't think that shit through.
How much snow did you get?
Like 2 inches, maybe. Yeah, not much.
Yeah, but it was just it was a rain before, so just the snow was stuck to everything.
Yes.
Took like 45 minutes to de-ice the truck this morning.
That would be awesome. Love snow.
Okay, you can frolic in the snow? Would you like to go frolic in the snow?
I would like to frolic. I would like a Benny Hill Pez dispenser. I don't know why. I just think Benny Hill would be fun. Brian?
The Queen Alien.
Ooh, the Queen Xenomorph. That's a good one.
I think we have one of those.
I would like a Rocky Pez dispenser.
Rocky Pez.
Don't you?
Which
have one?
Rocky?
Rocky from Mask?
Through the ages, like
Rocky
the whole
Dennis?
collection.
Yeah, like one from every, like all 5 movies.
There you go.
Or 7 movies.
7. That was,
You could
A slightly more swollen skull. That's what, by the
You
time
beat me
get
to
number
it,
5.
Steve. Every
Torn between the spitter from Jurassic Park,
Oh, Dilophosaurus, yeah.
the Dilophosaurus, or I want the from Mad Max Fury Road, the Gimp who plays the flaming guitar.
So I
the
looked
heavy
up.
metal guitar guy.
Yeah, with the flaming guitar. Those are the two I'm torn between.
Yeah.
Brian, I
you know,
looked
if you
up
got
Rocky.
the alien head for Pez, that would have you like open up a Pez, which would shoot out another head of Pez, which you could shoot out another head of Pez until you get like a single Pez. I think that'd be cool.
I'm in.
They have one.
They do?
They do?
Yes.
Damn it.
It looks like it is.
That could have been rich.
Brian, I looked up the Rocky Pez dispenser just to see if they had some. The only thing they had was Rocky from Paw Patrol. What the fuck? Fucking Paw
I feel
Patrol.
like there's a market out there for this.
There's a market. You're right.
It came out in the 1990s, 1999.
Oh my god, is Paw Patrol 20 years old?
Oh my.
No, the alien. Sorry, the alien.
Oh.
head.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be like,
Great
holy
segue,
fuck,
Jason.
I'm
Yeah,
old.
thanks.
Sorry. Okay, what else we got?
Oh, did you get your answer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
I did.
Ray Liotta.
It was called Texas Rising. It was like the story of how the Texas Rangers were created.
Oh,
Nice.
So the cast is Ray Liotta, Bill Paxton, Thomas Jane, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Crispin Glover, Jeremy Davies, Reese Coiro, Christopher McDonald.
oh, Christopher McDonald.
Shooter McGavin?
Yeah.
Crispin Glover was.
Yeah, Crispin Glover was the odd one out of there. Yeah. Like, okay, Thomas Jane, I can see it. Wait, what?
Brendan Fraser, Chris Christopherson.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it just their voices, though? Like, it's all set inside of an old switchboard and the lady...
Oh,
No,
no,
this is
Brad.
an actual, like, they had sets and everything. It was,
Oh, shit.
It was great. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Texas
know if I said
Rising.
that or not.
Texas Rising is also the name of Ted Cruz's autobiography. Moving on.
All right, sorry, I was looking up to see if there really was a Rocky Balboa Pez dispenser, and I did not find one, but I did find something slightly more horrifying.
Oh, buddy.
There was a Michael Jackson Pez dispenser,
Oh.
and it has vitiligo.
Yeah, sure does.
Guys, Google it. It's horrifying.
The Pez doesn't come out of his mouth. Anyways,
Ooh.
oh yeah, boo me. I'm the one. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't make him
You.
creepy.
Hey. All right.
What else?
Does it come with the Macaulay Culkin side pad?
Ah.
It's Bubbles.
All right. From Kevin
Bubbles,
at
but it
Cincy
bites you.
Explorer. Kevin at Cincy Explorer, the top 5 highest grossing films are, I guess according to him, doesn't cite any sources. Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home, Avatar,
Ugh.
and
Not the
Pink
last
Panther.
Oh, sorry.
Which is your favorite of these 5?
Probably Black Panther.
Yeah, I'd say Black Panther, and we haven't seen Spider-Man yet because, I don't know, there's this podcast out there that insists we stop watching Spider-Man.
Watching Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's you guys. Huh?
Oh,
We actually have it coming through the mail through Netflix. Should be running like tomorrow. Because it's out on DVD now, guys.
I don't know what DVD is. Blake, what's your
Yeah.
pick?
I'll tell you what, for the most enjoyable, I would have to go with Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it was just so enjoyable. And so what if it's fanfare? Okay?
Well, if
I
that's
like
the case, what about Force Awakens?
No.
It's fanfare.
No.
Avengers Endgame is just drags at certain points. I love the last hour.
Yeah, it's a great big long movie. Sure, I've seen parts of Black Panther. I really should watch it from beginning to end. Force Awakens, no, and Avatar, no.
Brian, what's your pick?
I've never seen any of them, so I'll say
Really?
Black Panther.
Yeah, good job, Brian.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of them.
So superhero movies and stuff just don't interest you at all?
They do, but because Marvel comes out with a movie every 11 seconds, it's fucking overwhelming.
It's
You can't
27
watch them all.
seconds. Come on.
It's not just a movie; it's a TV series too, Brian.
Right, exactly. And then, like, when you're like, "Oh, cool! Like, that looks like a cool TV series. Can I watch it?" And everyone's like, "Well, you won't understand it because you haven't seen the 37 movies that came before it. So,
okay.
like, go fuck yourself."
Okay, Brian, I will suggest this. You can watch Black Panther without watching any of the other Marvel movies and know what's going on because it's such a contained story.
Yeah,
You really can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so we're like, I'm being dramatic, but I'm about
What?
halfway through watching them chronologically.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'm not there yet.
All right. Well,
And
it's
since
fantastic.
we've watched that many of them so far, we don't want to just start watching them. Like, we want to finish them chronologically.
Gotcha. Didn't know you'd started that journey. So
Yeah. We're
As
about
somebody
halfway
who
through.
remembers almost nothing movie to movie, you can absolutely watch all of them without knowing. I'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is there dramatic music? And Steve's like, they had 7 movies about that asshole. And they're like, all right, well, he still looks like an asshole.
Blake, wrap us up here.
Is Avatar even significant anymore?
Wait till 2, 3, and 4 come out.
yeah, because they're going to come out on Netflix next year.
I don't know. I
Avatar
thought
4
the
will
Disney
come out
one
in
was
what,
significantly
like-
better.
Avatar 4 is 2050, Brian.
I was going to say like 2100.
Avatar 3 takes place in a 911 operative. It takes place in the Navari or whatever it's called, 911 center.
Takes place in MySpace.
Ooh.
Oh, they combine both the Avatar universes.
Oh, shit.
The blue people become airbenders.
Oh, God. M. Night Shyamalan directs it.
And it's got a twist for an ending.
I did.
It's the twist.
I did watch The Village. That was on TV when I was working from home, and I wouldn't say I watched it. It was on, and I kept looking up. I really liked The Village when it came out. It's not good. Spoiler.
Oh, you fell for it like Izzy did.
I still like The Village.
I like the
Is
concept
it the greatest
of it.
movie? No, but it's like it's a pretty movie,
It's pretty.
and like I don't know. I find it more interesting than some of his other movies, at least.
Well, compared to old or some shit, yeah.
It's no Lady in the Water.
I
Don't
mean,
get me
oh,
wrong. I love the guy with the one huge arm.
Yeah, Jesus. How have we not talked about Lady in the Water on the podcast yet?
Because we
Don't.
only do bad movies.
Oh my God! If you did Lady in the Water, I would nominate Jeff. Just take him.
No, but I do agree. The Village is a great concept. You think
is.
you're in these 1700s, and you're actually not. And
Yeah.
it's a shock to the journey lady, girl, or whatever.
It's just really, really slow. At
Oh,
points.
wait, spoilers? Do we got to throw that out there?
Oh,
'Cause,
yes.
yeah, no one's watching The Village.
Come on, Blake. 20 years later, don't spoil it. Wrap us up here, Blake. What do we got?
When he says he sees dead people. No, I'm kidding. Hi.
Yeah,
It's
no,
actually aliens that are allergic to wood and water.
oh,
right.
fuck that movie. Fuck that movie up its goddamn ass. I hate that
Whoa.
movie.
The trees.
You know what?
all
I
right.
will watch The Happening before I watch Science again. That's how much I hate science.
Oh,
These
God, The
guys-
Happening.
At least The Happening has a good hot dog scene.
The Happening. I think it's the trees.
What? No.
What?
Hey guys,
It was the
I think it's
trees.
the
I
trees.
thought that was going to be the twist. Is Marky Mark going to kill this bitch?
Oh, trust
Oh, I
me.
thought for sure Marky Mark was going to kill that bitch.
We got to get to it. Let's wrap this up because I got to talk about Marky Mark here soon.
Hey, you know, it's in the air. Hey,
What?
it's
Might
not
be
in my
Transformer.
Wahlburgers.
Hey, Blake, I think I found a transformer.
Hey. All right, Professor number one at number one. He says, what does the intern have against literature? He refuses to read romance books, novels, set against the backdrop of politics.
Yeah, Blake.
What the hell's that about?
I vaguely have no idea what he's talking about.
Brian was asked to do a book report about a very Trump-like romance set during the January 6th riot.
Oh yeah,
And it's a
fuck
true
that,
romance
man.
book.
Was it called Bunker Boy?
I think that was the prequel book.
Would
It was
you-
like
If I bought it for
second
you,
or
would
third
you
in the
watch?
series.
If I bought it, would you read it?
No,
Oh,
I would. No,
okay.
I would.
If Jason read it, would you buy it?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it.
If
You wouldn't buy
I wouldn't.
the concept of him reading it? Yeah, me neither.
I mean, he couldn't read it. I mean, you would think the wording would be like very dumbed down so that the audience could understand it. But I still don't think he would get through it.
How about if I like you lay in bed and I read it for you like a bedtime story?
Was that it, Blake?
His hands
I think
were
that's it.
huge. So huge.
Okay, time for news of the geek. Oh, sorry, Brian. What were you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say that's what I have against it.
Okay.
Not literature in general, but just shitty literature.
Is it a graphic novel?
It's e-literature.
I'm
So you look
pretty
at
sure
the
if it were a
pictures?
graphic novel, it would be called Evidence.
Stop it. Down the hall.
Exhibit A.
Lock her up. Lock her. Oh, sorry. Anyways, before we get to news of the geek, Steve, Izzy, are you ready for some trivia about Utah?
Yeah, let's do it.
True or false? Utah is the second driest state in the United States after Nevada.
I'm going to guess true.
That is correct. How many sunny days a year does Utah have?
Oh, like 228.
300. 300. Blake, since you know a lot about Utah, Salt Lake City has more what type of occupations per capita than any other city in the United States?
Ooh, I think I know this one.
Salt dispensaries.
Occupation.
Call center.
Career. What's that?
Call center.
Plastic surgeons.
Oh.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. What is the oldest amusement park in the American West?
Lagoon?
That is correct. And what city is that in,
Oh,
Blake?
shit, we live by that one.
We sure do. Farmington, baby.
Oh, come on. I was going to let Blake know. Blake knows all the cities in Utah, all 7.
Golden shekels.
Beaver.
He acts like we've got Jewish
out.
people here.
Time out. Utah has one of the blank highest rates. Utah has one of the highest rates of blank in the United States.
Pornhub subscriptions.
Child pregnancy.
And over the past
polygamy.
Over the past decade, it has increased by 800%. Prescription drug abuse.
Yeah, that was good. Damn it. Is either that or meth? Oh my God, there's a giant cat. Look out, Brian.
Did you get attacked by a cat?
Ours are just eating plastic.
Ah, the cat! There's a cat going from Brian's video. That looks like a zebra.
Sorry.
Is that black and white?
She's a calico.
No. Okay.
Was the butthole blurred out for everybody?
She's the Josh Gad of cats.
Oh, okay. The location of the first ever what fast food restaurant was in Salt
Kentucky
Lake
Fried
City.
Chicken.
What's that?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That is correct. Look at that.
Harlan Sanders in Midvale, Utah. I used to live like 3 blocks from it.
Oh.
Wow.
And Utah has the 3rd most national parks of any state after Alaska and California. True or false?
True.
True?
I did screw that one.
Sounds like a giveaway.
Not for lack of trying.
Blake,
Just
what
don't have
is
the
the
land.
state rock of Utah?
Salt.
Gibraltar.
Hold on, give me a
Oh,
second.
is it a fossil?
No, that would be like a state fossil.
Or
Yeah, it's
should I
probably
say-
salt. It should
I
be.
say sodium?
Quartz.
It is coal.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it the second largest producer of coal after West Virginia? What's up?
Ooh, I
There's
know.
just not much other stuff out here other than like sedimentary rock from Lake Bonneville that the state used to be.
Babe, I've got one for them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Guys,
Yes.
do you know the state bird of Utah?
Roadrunner.
Nope.
The,
Another state is in the name.
Arizona.
The Arizona Cardinal. No.
The Seattle
St. Louis
Seahawks.
Cardinal.
The St. Louis Cardinal.
It is the California
St. Louis is a
Seagull.
state.
What'd you say, Brian?
I said St. Louis is a state.
That's true.
That's right.
So Seattle, I guess.
State of
but, yeah.
despair. What's the answer?
California-
So why
Seagull.
are you robbing California of its seagull? And there's no
It's all we
seafront.
have out here. What else is going to be, a fucking magpie?
They've come
Actually,
they've come to eat our locusts.
That's right. That's exactly why. When it was founded back in the 1800s, there were a couple rough years where locusts came in, and then the gulls flew in because we have a giant salt lake. Well, I guess it was giant back then. Now it's more like a puddle. And yeah, the gulls that were surrounded, they ate the locusts and saved the fields. Yay!
And save the earth, because wasn't that one of the biblical things from Revelation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out all you needed was seagulls.
Okay.
Stop the locust, save the earth.
Praise him.
Are you Heroes Part 5, Blake?
Stop the locust, stop the revelation.
Let's see here. A couple more here. What is Utah's record low temperature?
100 something plus.
Lowest.
Negative 40.
Brian, what's Gronk's favorite number?
69.
Minus 69!
Fuck, that's cold.
That's a chilly nipple.
1985.
My
How many tornadoes? How many tornadoes is Utah hit with on average per year?
Less than one. I think we've had one in like 1,000 years or something like that.
Two.
And it was during the outdoor expo where there was one fatality because it basically landed in the middle of where there were a bunch of tents, and it only touched ground for like 4 seconds.
And here's the big one. In comparison to other states, where does the state of Utah rank in teenage pregnancy?
Shit.
We're number one.
Yeah, it's got to be
We're
top
one.
3. Like,
I don't know. The
Yeah.
Jersey Shore does exist.
I'll
well,
say
I mean, because
like
19-year-olds are
9.
getting married and having kids. I don't
It's
know,
true.
85% of the time here.
It's true. though.
Brian said 9. Blake, what's your number?
1.
Steve, Izzy?
I'm gonna go with 2.
I'm going to go with 1.
3. You're third.
Damn it! I just-
Ooh,
You're not the
who
worst. You're not the worst. I like how Brian was very positive about Utah. Ninth. I got ninth.
who is the worst?
I don't have that information. I just have trivia of Utah.
I'm gonna guess Idaho. Got him.
Yeah.
Bam.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me to be a top 3. I mean, after watching several episodes of Escaping Polygamy, I mean, they start young in those cults.
the number 1 state for teen pregnancy is Arkansas.
Really?
Kansas.
All right, that checks out.
It seemed like they have their shit together.
Well, that was Arkansas.
If you guys would also a fun fact about Utah, we have a specialty tax just for brine shrimp.
Oh, that's nice.
Brain shrimp?
It came up when I had to pay the temporary sales permit tax. It was the top one. Yes, brain
right.
shrimp farming tax specifically to Utah.
What is brain shrimp?
Brine, BRINE, brine shrimp.
Brine shrimp. Okay.
They're the shrimp that can survive in super salty waters. I think they're also known as the sea people or whatever.
Fairy
right?
shrimp. No, they're not exactly
are they
what
the sea monkeys?
are.
Sea monkeys. Yeah.
Sea monkeys are technically a slightly different, slightly less salty loving, but they're related.
Yeah, they're the primate version. Right?
But what's a brain
Yes.
shrimp?
Brain shrimp are what happens when you eat too many shrimp and you become a shrimp.
Gotcha.
You got the shrimp.
So there's your Utah stuff. Steve Izzy, thanks for coming on just for that. Appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Fix that up. Let's see here. A couple of things on News of the Geek. Per the New York Post, where Brian gets all his news, it was like the hip-hop equivalent of Weekend at Bernie's. Washington, D.C.'s Bliss nightclub has apologized for a spectacle in which the body of a slain rapper, Goonew, 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 was reportedly displayed on their stage at his own funeral.
But it was his own request, wasn't it, or his family's?
We're getting there. The memorial service took place a couple weeks ago, weeks after the hopper was shot dead at 24 years old. The Bliss nightclub had, let's see here. Our deepest condolences to Goonew's family, friends, and fans. The venue which was shared on Instagram by the Shade Room. Blade was contacted by a local funeral home. Bliss.
Yeah, say Blade was contacted to make sure he wasn't a vampire.
Blade came in and killed him again. Bliss was contacted by a local funeral home to rent our venue for Goonew's homegoing celebration. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all who may be upset or offended. Let's see here. The statement was posted amid trending Twitter footage that reportedly showed the slain rapper, whose real name is Markel Moreau, apparently propped up on stage at Bliss while mourners raved around him like an Irish wake. The hip-hopper's corpse was decked out in a hoodie, a blinged-out watch and crown. A source who attended the public view entitled The Last Show confirmed that there was a $40 cover charge to enter the venue.
That's just a nightclub.
How was that funeral?
Wow. Pay to go to the funeral.
Well, guys, it wasn't that long ago where there were the mourning photos, like where you get your pictures taken like on a couch with the corpse of a loved one or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, wasn't that like from like the 1800s or something?
Yes.
Late 1800s?
Yeah.
Like 1890 through like 1920
Well,
or
some
something?
people did it like up into the 50s and 60s and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, true.
Wow.
Social media. I just picture. This is bad, but I picture them like crowd surfing with him, just tossing him around.
Like, why is it a $40 cover charge? I don't know. Some rapper named Goonew is performing on stage or whatever, and then it's like he's not moving. Is he got like strings attached to him or something? Is it going to be like a Pinocchio show?
It was
Oh my
his
God.
last performance.
Ooh, I got it. Mannequin 3 live on stage.
He was up
Was
there,
it
Blake.
Dead Silence too?
Oh shit, yeah.
Blake, he was up there with Kurt Cobain. Let's see. Social media found the display obscene and disrespectful. Quote, "No way, Goonew Mama. Goonew Mama? Approved that shit. That's so sad and disrespectful," wrote one aghast fan on Twitter. Another offered, quote, "If y'all saw that video with Goonew's body, y'all can't tell me that society ain't already collapsed." Another person wrote, "Who is Goonew?" No. Wrote, "This is madness."
Right.
Even hip-hop icon 50 Cent weighed in, writing, "Oh shit, I just realized what this is." Twitter?
Yeah, thanks, Twitter.
50 Cent's like, "Oh shit, I got Twitter." What the hell?
Can y'all read this?
Another tweeter, reportedly an employee at the bar, expressed shock upon arrival, claiming that they were not clued in beforehand that they would have a corpse on stage. Quote, "Imagine walking into work and it's a deceased body on display. They didn't warn us, they didn't tell us, they didn't even know. When I say I've officially been traumatized this year, I mean it."
Happens to morticians all the time, man. You'll be all right.
Police are currently offering a $25,000 reward for information that leads to arrest of a suspect in the shooting of Goonew. So, there you go.
It doesn't say who requested it or
Well, no.
this was his last will. I mean, no, it doesn't say anything. It's like somebody just
Who
took his
brought
dead
the
body
body?
and put it up on stage.
The funeral
People
home.
$40 to get in.
The funeral home brought the body?
They were the ones that set up the whole thing with the club.
The club says they have a contract he's got to perform tonight.
But this guy's dead. Cross him off.
Well, you know, they
him off
lip synced
then.
everything anyway, so who can tell the difference?
They said we get 10% off the cover charge, so
Hey, Blake, don't worry. Next week they have a hologram of Goonew. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
Hey, are we going to have Goonew in the studio next week?
Yes. Actually, Goonew's right here. Say hello, Goonew. Anyway.
you got to
You
turn on
think
your
I'm
video
paying
there.
$40 to walk into the studio next week? You're crazy.
$40 next week,
No
boys.
longer news of the geek. It's the news of Goonew.
Fun fact, Goonew likes those peeps, though.
You know, it was probably his manager. He's like, how the hell do I make money off this guy? Hey, you guys want to put him up on stage for $40? I'll take 15%.
He still owes me $4,000. I bet if I can get 100 people in at $40 a head.
The agent's telling his other reps, hey, see, motherfuckers, don't fuck with me. I'll put you on stage when you're dead. Pay me my money.
I'm checking Cameo to see if Goonew is on there.
When I said you'll be working for me even while you're dead, I'm serious.
An ironclad contract.
Anyways, on to a lighter note, per comicbookmovie.com, Justice League star Ezra Miller clearly has some very serious anger issues. Following the recent news of the actor's arrest in Hawaii for disorderly conduct and harassment, Miller has been hit with a restraining order after allegedly threatening and stealing from a couple he's been staying with in Hilo after they bailed him out of jail.
Hilo.
Whatever. According to the court document filed by the pair, who don't want to be named, Miller burst into their bedroom and is quoted as saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." The order also states Ezra Miller is famous and wealthy. This makes access to weapons much easier. Time out. Have you seen America?
Yeah, but they don't accept IOUs from
That's
Hobie.
true. I'm not saying the state of America is in bad shape, but I think anybody's available to get weapons, right? You don't have to be rich. It's not that difficult.
By the way, guys, I'm totally picturing this as like when the Flash pops up in Justice League or Batman v Superman, and it's like, "Where's the key? You gotta save Lars." Like, "I'll bury you and your slut wife."
No, he shows up. I'll be right back. I got something to do. I gotta go kill this couple. Hold on, Bruce.
Well, I think I've uncovered something about Ezra Miller here that is overlooked in this article.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
big island in the Pacific, when this happened.
Yeah.
His prior role isn't that on another big island in an ocean in Iceland?
Oh, geez.
Didn't he assault some women
Yes.
at a bar in Iceland?
Yes.
Yep.
So we need to keep him on the mainland to keep him out of trouble.
But America doesn't want him on the mainland. They're like, he go there. So what you're saying, Blake, is watch out Puerto Rico?
Yes. Or
On the
Indonesia.
shit list. Yeah.
Or New Zealand.
Let's see here. Following the confrontation, the actor is said to have stolen a wallet, social security card, a passport, a driver's license, and bank cards. He'd been reportedly staying with the couple for over a week after meeting them at a farmer's market. And they've been showing him around Hilo prior to his arrest.
All right, guys, in all seriousness, your wife says you have to go and get me these strawberries from the farmer's market. No offense, butts. Get your ass out there. I need these strawberries. What celebrity do you see at the farmer's market that you're willing to bring home and put up?
Army Hammer.
Well, you need to meet a celebrity because strawberries in Hawaii are probably like $20 an ounce.
Yeah, they're like
Oh,
pineapples.
no.
here.
I'm saying I'm saying like you in your hometowns.
Okay.
You're going to the farmer's market. You're just walking around, listening
come
to the
back
guy
with
on the
me.
steel drum. Because there's
Emilio
one at every
Estevez.
farmer's market.
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh
Emilio
yeah.
Estevez.
All right.
John Moxley, he lives here now. The wrestler.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I don't know if I would want John Moxley living in my house, though. He could be interesting.
I I don't know. I've seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia and what it's like living with a wrestler.
Steve, you wouldn't find Army Hammer at a farmer's market. He would be at a butcher shop.
Oh, our farmer's market has a meat section, so
Right.
Army's there.
All kinds of meat.
Exotic meats.
So here we go.
Long pig.
After the incident at the bar, the pair posted the $500 bail. Suckers. Miller is currently involved with 2 major Warner Brothers franchises. Set to lead. The Flash movie. The studio is yet to respond, but after this and the 2020 video of the actor choking a woman outside a bar in Iceland, which they also failed to address, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to take action. Rumor is that they're pushing the Flash back to 2023 now. Not kidding.
So it sounds like either drugs or mental health issues.
Yes.
it can be both.
It can be both, yeah.
If you run fast enough, it does affect your brain.
Just ask Usain Bolt.
I was going to say, have you ever seen a happy jogger?
That's true.
They always look in agony.
I have actually just one, and it's my wife, and she's very happy. And I don't get it.
Do you think it's because she's running or she's co-Canadian of the year? Do you think that helps?
Well, I think that's what she has to tell herself while she's running to keep herself going.
I got
Certainly doesn't hoit.
Yeah. You know, I'm much better than Doug. I mean, I think that's what she says. I mean, I don't know. Let's see here.
She calls him Big D.
Big D. Oh.
That is false.
Average D.
As far as you know.
I mean, we're still waiting for our mail, so.
Oh. Box office news and world reports real quick. I'll just go right into it. April 8th through the April 10th. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 made $71 million its opening weekend on a budget of $90 million. This movie is going to do gangbusters. Kids love it. And good for them. It was okay. Morbius almost hit the number I said last week. I said it would do less than $10 million. It made $10.2 million this week. $57 million total on a budget of $75 million. One of the biggest drop-offs ever after after being number one. Yeah,
but technically, according to The Price is Right, you lost, Jason. I
did.
said $1.
Bum, bum, bum.
You did $10 million, 10.1 million. Damn it!
No, I did $1.
Oh. The Lost City. Oh, fuck this movie. Made $9.2 million, total of $69 million on a budget of $68 million.
Who's watching this movie?
Gronk, 69. Jeff and Jimbo said they would watch it. I picture The Lost City is going to be on Everything I Learned from Movies in a couple years.
Probably. Oh, we've seen the trailer. We're like, oh yeah, this is destined to be on our podcast one day.
It looks bad. Not as bad as Jake Gyllenhaal's 911 film Ambulance, which made a stunning
It's
8 points.
different movie.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
entirely different. This one shot entirely in an ambulance.
It's the sequel.
That's it, just an ambulance.
This would probably be the prequel of why he got demoted to the.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good point. Him and Yahya Abdul-Mateen
Oh my
just going
God.
on a joyride.
We got the
Michael baying that shit up, and then back to the call center.
We got the JGU, the Jake Gyllenhaal universe. Yes! Yes!
You're the only person exclaiming yes. Even Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't like that idea.
Ambulance made $8.7 million its opening weekend on a budget of $40 million. Michael Bay was not happy. Not happy at all. Oh, so going back to something, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 made $71 million. It's Jim Carrey's highest grossing film ever in an opening weekend. He's never had a film that opened that high, which is really shocking.
Yeah, even like The Grinch or something, I could see that making more. But yeah,
even Ace Ventura 2, right? I'm not kidding.
We're not talking about quality of film here. We're talking about opening weekend. You got to get them kids.
Yeah.
I mean, The Mask 2?
He wasn't in that.
He wasn't in that one. That was Jamie Kennedy.
Not Jamie Foxx.
I can't tell.
And The Batman. I am the Batman. Made $6.6 million, total of $359 million on a budget of $200 million. Save your money. It's coming to HBO Max April 18th. I'll be watching it that night. So,
do you know who I am?
I'm the Batman.
We watched it a couple weeks ago. It's okay. I liked it.
I really want to
great.
see it. I love Batman.
It was good.
It was very good. I've highly enjoyed it.
Now I'm like in the home stretch. Now I'm 6 days away from watching it on, at home. I'm like, well, why go to the theaters now?
Yeah, 3 hours is a long time to watch it in the theater.
Yeah.
I figure I'm going to pick up a bag of the movie popcorn on the way home and then come home and watch it here. So I don't even have to do anything. So, Brian, do you got some movies coming up April 13th and 15th this week?
Yeah, upcoming, we've got Father Stew. That follows the life of Father Stuart Long, a boxer turned priest who inspired countless people during his journey from self-destruction to redemption.
And who is Father Stu?
Hey, guys. It's in the trees.
It is
baby!
Mark Wahlberg.
He is moving away from mainstream movies and is moving into religious films, he said. So there you go.
So the last movie that he had came out so he's doing a lot of like true stories about people's because the one he just had that came out was Joe Bell.
Uncharted? Oh, okay.
Oh, before that, yeah, I forgot about that. Honestly, forgot about that even coming out. Yeah, I feel like that one was like, what?
Daddy's Home 2, based on a true story.
They never.
So I mean, his most recent, more of his most recent things.
Yeah. Okay.
He did. What was the Philadelphia Eagles one that he did?
Invincible.
You know what? I enjoyed that film. I know it's not the greatest thing, but I enjoyed that film.
It's a good storyline.
Very good
story.
Yeah.
Based on a true story, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Vaguely.
Yes.
I did like at the end that they showed the actual clip of him running it back. Like, I thought that was cool. Like, the actual player. Let's see here. What else you got?
We've got also Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Ooh, I don't want to know about Dumbledore's colon.
First off, we all know the secrets of Dumbledore.
His colon.
Secondly, this is the one with the autistic wizard, right?
Yes.
Albus Dumbledore assigns Newt and his allies with a mission related to the rising power of Grindelwald.
Oh.
If that means anything to anybody other than me.
Those damn Grindelwalds.
Mads Mikkelsen's replaced... What's his name in this, right?
Johnny Depp.
Grindelwald, yeah.
I'm all for Mads Mikkelsen, by the way.
Yeah.
In like anything.
I agree.
I watched the second one, not watching the first one or the Harry Potter movies at the time. The whole time I'm like, Eddie Redmayne here, he's supposed to be like on the spectrum, right? Like that's a thing.
Is he in the next one? In this one?
Eddie Redmayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
got to be. He's the main person. Yeah, he's new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but Dumbledore does die.
Oh, God. Blake, my wife is already upset with you when you spoiled the Queen TV series, the spoilers and that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
She lives.
I'm going to start telling you some Vikings true stories here.
Yeah.
Whether there's a king involved?
So, Fantastic Beasts will be number 1. Sonic will probably be number 2. Morbius is never going to be heard from again. Ambulance
Father Stu may break 3 million just in Philadelphia.
Okay. Real quick, Izzy, how are the rats doing?
Oh, so the rats are essentially middle-aged now.
Oh.
So Mr. Cool Ranch is he's
in rat years or human years?
In rat years.
So how long do they live?
Rats only live 2.5 to 3 years.
Really?
And these little guys were all born in June of 2020.
Okay.
So
the height of civilization.
Exactly. So being middle-aged, Cool Ranch has purchased himself a Miata. Steve nor I can drive it because we can't physically fit inside of it. But we told him just, no drinking while in the car. We won't turn him in for not having a license, do his thing. But he's still a good boy.
Do they have a friend named Ralph that wears a helmet?
No, because Ralph was a mouse, and rats eat mice.
Well, they're cannibals.
No, they're two different. They're two different creatures.
Huh,
I mean,
what?
it's like saying a hawk is a cannibal for eating a chicken. Like,
Well, maybe in Utah.
Yes, just in Utah, rats and
look,
mice
he
are
didn't
different.
marry Ralph. It's not polygamy or anything.
Does he have a receding hairline?
Oh, well, he was hairless to begin with, so he got away from that.
For those that don't know, Coal Ranch was a rat that Izzy let us name, the listener's name. We had a poll on Bad Ideas Podcast, and they went ahead and let us name it. It was Coal Ranch was the winner. So
Yes, I adopted a rat. I named Tortilla from a friend of mine mid-pandemic. Turned out she was pregnant. We ended up with 12 adorable baby rats, and I only wanted I didn't want any more, so I separated the boys and girls. This was peak pandemic, so I didn't want weirdos from Craigslist coming over to my house, so I ended up with, at the time, 17 rats. We are down to 15 rats, though. The old ladies have passed on, and now it's pretty much just Tortilla and her chips.
Was it bubonic?
No, it's just old age, you son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Steve, how do you like those rats?
Down to 15. They're all right. They're all right. They stay out of my way.
Yeah, I was gonna say they rarely wake you up at night. They've never punched you in the balls.
That's true.
See,
Looking at you cats.
Izzy, I just started adding more dogs to my house, so it's okay. It was just the opposite. You did rats, I did dogs. So.
How's Skittles doing?
Skittles is potty trained finally, Brian. So my wife does not.
Fantastic.
Yeah, my wife does not want to kill her. So
No random rainbows left around the house.
thank
huh?
God. The best part is for my wife, because she's mocking me, is that I got a lab German Shepherd mix, and looks like a lab, like the fur of a lab, German Shepherd face, and she's the vet has finally confirmed she's like 16, 17 weeks old. She's 15 pounds. She's gained like a pound in the last month or last week, and I don't think she's going to be bigger than 25 pounds. And I think there's definitely like a Chihuahua mixed in there too. She's a pure mutt. And I was like, but I wanted her to be like 70 pounds. And the vet's like, that's not going to happen.
A pure much, you say.
I'm sorry. You now own a small dog.
I don't want a small dog. So, but Brian, she's excited to see you next time.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
I miss Skittles
Yes.
and Cora.
Yeah, Cora's a good one. They're both good. So yeah, she's definitely gotten better. My wife does not hate her anymore, so that's good. She likes her now, so that's good. So baby steps. I think my wife still hates me though. That's
Baby steps. Baby
That's
steps.
right. Top 5 this week. Favorite states you would live in or move to? Where would you move to? Let's see here. Steve, Izzy, what do you got? Number 5.
Does Iceland count as a state?
Nope.
Because I'd like to move to Iceland.
Does on my list.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. It's your list. Top 5.
Iceland, the entire island of Iceland.
Okay, number 5.
That's your number 5. All right.
Steve?
No. I mean, well, it's all of it. It's
Oh,
The 5 cities of
the
Iceland.
5 cities of Iceland are my.
There's about
Steve?
5 only good cities in Iceland, so you're not far off.
For me, I was going to go with British Columbia, Canada, though I know it's technically a province. But
You want to live on Oak Island.
I kind of don't. But they do
he
have.
wants to sell merchandise to people looking for Oak Island.
Yeah. Oh, look at this little coin I found. Oh, yeah.
This rock totally came from Oak Island.
But, they got healthcare up there. There's a thriving movie industry. Our buddy Dr. Uwe Boll lives up there, and he'll let us eat his restaurant if it's still open. The
Where's
people
this
are
at?
just
Nova
sweet
Scotia?
and still easy to travel home to see the family.
you said Nova Scotia?
British Columbia.
Oh, British Columbia. I'm sorry.
Vancouver.
Opposite
basically.
end. Prostitution's legal there, too. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know. Even better.
Well, it's not legal. It's just not enforced if you get caught. Anyways.
How do you know this?
Thanks for clarifying, lawyer Jason.
Don't worry about it, Brian Blake. Number 5.
Read that on Wikipedia or something?
Don't worry about it. Number 5 for me is Maine. Maine. I like snow. I picture myself getting a bed and breakfast up there like Newhart, even though they were Vermont. And
See Stephen King at the farmer's market?
Yeah.
Take him home with you?
And a refurbished cabin from Cabin Masters.
He'll pop up in your bedroom and say, "I'm gonna kill you and your slut wife."
I've been to Maine. I like Maine a lot, and I would love to live there. Brian, number 5 for you.
Number 5 for me, I'm going to say Ohio. Because it's the state that I've lived in the longest, and it's the lowest on my list.
Okay.
But still top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. I like it. I'm still here.
Come to Ohio. It's fine.
Brian the intern.
I mean, we've got some cool stuff here.
Okay. Blake,
We're gonna
what's your
come see you in
number 5?
June. We're excited.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Blake, what do you got?
Favorite state that I would like to live in. Number 5, I would like to live in the state of denial.
Saw that coming. Saw it coming. Well played. What's your number 4, Blake?
I think living in that state makes everything so much easier.
It does. It does. What's your number 4?
Number 4, I hobied it. I had to hobie it a little bit because in order for me to exist, I have to live in a state of solid, liquid, and gas.
Get out. Get out. Which one is your state of bliss? Which one?
That's not on my list, but it's an honorable mention.
Okay. Brian, number 4.
Number 4 for me would be any states within New England, Massachusetts, up through that way.
So you hobied it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. He took the Patriots way.
Oh,
That's right.
The state of New England.
that's another Marky Mark movie. Number 4 for me would be Hawaii. Hawaii. Not a big fan of the beach or the hotness, but it would be nice to live there. It's an island.
Stay away from the
volcanoes
farmer's market in
and
Hilo.
everything being expensive.
I would. That's the downside too, is the money. And also, I would get to see Ezra Miller. So there you go. Number 4 for you, Steve.
For me, I'll hobie it. Either Bavaria, Germany, or Salzburg, Austria. Because I did take German some 20 years ago, so I'm sure it's like riding a bike. I'll just pick right back up speaking it. The beer and
bitter.
oh, sorry, what was that?
Eine heiles bitter.
Danke and Schöneferian. No, I don't know. Yeah, beer, food. I think they've got the healthcare over there too. You know, they're basically protected by the United States for the last 70, 80 years. I mean, they have an infrastructure.
Okay.
Whereas we don't.
Beer.
Number 4 to you, Izzy.
German beer.
Oh,
Iceland?
I mean, I said it was Iceland for all of them, so it's still Iceland. Probably, I really enjoyed Hilla when we were in Iceland. That was that little town we camped in the first night with the horse ranch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But if I couldn't have Hilla, I did enjoy living in Michigan. Despite living in downtown Detroit, there was some cool stuff in Michigan.
Number 3, Iceland.
What about
Oh yeah,
Vic?
my number 3 is still definitely Iceland. You know what? What was the bird town? The town with the bird eggs.
Oh, Ingolstadt.
Ingolstadt. No, that was the one on top of the mountain. The one with the bird eggs.
That was also a port. That's where you're talking about the
Ingolstadt's where we accidentally found the port where you pick up your cars from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the bird eggs was down south.
Did you guys?
Oh, well, we'll go with
I
Ingolstadt.
swear that was the same one.
We'll go,
but, yeah.
we'll go with Ingolstadt. But if I had to pick like a state in the U.S., let's go with Nevada. I've done a lot of camping in Nevada. There's parts of it that doesn't have speed limits.
So Reno or Vegas, baby?
Stovepot Springs.
Wendover.
Stay out of my meth.
Battle Mountain, baby.
Did
Battle
you guys
Mountain. I will live in the Big BM.
in Iceland? Did you watch any women's soccer? Because somebody might have a connection to that.
We did not, because my husband does not believe soccer is a sport.
Oh, like you have the right to murder them.
No, that's fine. No, our daughter played soccer professionally in Iceland.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
congratulations.
No, yeah, it was when we went. It was like the first week of summer, so it was like 40 degrees.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it was 40. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
The summer that she was there playing, it was the coldest summer on record, and so I was up there. I was up there twice, and the wife up there 3 times, and we did get to see the Northern Lights though when we did go in the fall, but it was really cool. I enjoyed Iceland, especially when when you watch movies now where they film those things on location, like in Rogue One of the Black Sand Beach. I'm like, yeah, that's Vic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So did you just hang out in Reykjavik for the most part?
It went all over the damn place, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 200 miles round trip or something like
200 miles round trip and 1,000 waterfalls. Where the first 5, you're like, oh my god, look at that waterfall. And then the 25th one, it's huge and it's giant, more bigger than you have in the States. You buy the 25th one, you're like, yeah, whatever, keep going.
It's not that majestic. Yeah.
I could go for some horse tonight for dinner.
Yeah. Well, I did not try horse.
Oh.
So that's the joke I was going to say. You stayed at the horse ranch where they rode the horses first and then ate them as they got too old, or
No. You eat the when you've got too many males, you eat the young males. Yeah. When they're old, they're nasty.
But everybody loved the horses, and people would stop and the horses would come up. They've almost got trained to the point like at the zoo, everybody would come up to the horses, and the horses would come up to people, and people feed them apples, and I'm sure it annoyed the heck out of a lot of Icelandic farmers.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of signs up like, "Please don't feed our horses. We have guns." Yeah. No, I don't. No.
But if you're an island like that, and you have an animal that's there, people are appalled that you would eat horses. But it's you gotta make do with anything that you got. So if it's edible, it's edible.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's your Iceland talk.
But I did not try the dried fish jerky or whatever that stuff was called.
Oh, the fermented shark.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
That's all right.
It's like stinky cheese. You're either into it or you're not.
Did you have the puffin and was it fin whale or whatever?
Yeah, we had we did a taste of Iceland, and we got a little bit of horse, a little bit of fin whale, a little bit of puffin, a little bit of reindeer, some of the Icelandic lamb, and honestly, it was some of the best lamb I've ever had in my life. And I used to raise lambs.
Wow.
Steve, number 3.
My number 3 is Auckland, New Zealand, because it's the land of hobbits. There's some great podcasters out there that we're friends with. There's plenty of sheep for Izzy to play with. Yes! It's basically the last target in any kind of world war because, nobody even knows it's out there, really. Right. And lots of good drinking buddies.
Okay.
Plus the sweet Kiwi accents.
Brian, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Alaska.
Hey, that's my number 3. I'm with you.
Oh, all right.
Let's do it, Brian.
Can we buy our own crab fishing boat?
Okay. I'm down. Let's go.
Make sure you wear your bells to ward off the bears.
Yes. We got to have bear repellent. Number 3 for you, Blake.
Number 3 state I like to live in is the state of intoxication.
Ooh. Number 2.
I also like the dream state.
Is that your number 2?
It's a great form of consciousness.
Is that your number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Brian, number 2?
Number 2 for me would be Colorado.
Oh, the mountains or the weed?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you thinking more like Denver or Vail or Durango?
It would probably be somewhere around Denver, not necessarily in Denver, but
Fort Collins?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, good college town, kind of, but away from the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Number 2.
Plus brewery.
Number 2.
Breweries everywhere. Yeah. Oh, yeah, everywhere. New Belgium.
New Belgium, exactly.
Number 2 for me would be any small town in Canada. Just away from people. Just have 1,000 people live there. I'm good with that.
Moose Jaw or
Moose Jaw,
Reindeer Rectum,
Thunder Bay.
Aren't those provinces?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
We're America. Number 2 for you, Steve.
My number 2 is Northern Iceland. Particularly, I really like the town of Akureyri, where the Viking brewery is, and
and their stoplights are all hearts.
yeah, there's all kinds of the town of Mývatn, which is this beautiful lake with an incredible spa and a mountain overlooking the lake. As there's the bubbling pots that make it look like you're in the middle of I don't know, prehistoric surroundings. It's fantastic, guys. Northern Iceland, check that shit out.
Number 2 for Izzy is Iceland. Number 1,
Yes.
Izzy is Iceland.
It's Iceland!
Okay.
But if I had to pick somewhere in the U.S., a gun to my head, I do really enjoy living in Utah, Steve, but if price were no object, I would enjoy moving back to California, Northern California.
California's okay. Or like
Maybe
like weed? Eureka?
No, I was thinking like Mendocino.
Oh, okay.
California
I
would be a
wanna live
lot
in, like, a
more
stoner
cheaper
town on
than
the
living in
beach.
Iceland.
Right, yeah. Iceland is
Yeah, but yeah.
not.
It's
Number
less
1.
California.
Number 1 for you, Steve.
I went with the state of Utah because, number 1, I have a house here already, but also dinosaur stuff everywhere. My family's around here. We hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics and hopefully the 2031, so we can get some new roads.
Mitt Romney is your rep.
Yeah. National parks like Canyonlands, not Candyland, like somebody said a couple of weeks ago.
What?
The Arches, Zion, Capitol Reef, the Big Five, or Mighty Five, whatever the hell they call it. But yeah, everything's out here.
Arch Tabernacle Bells.
Yes, those as well. And the holy underwear and temples and
My number 1, everybody should know, Montana. Give me Montana all day long.
Big sky country.
That's right, baby.
Yeah,
Yellowstone, everything else. So, number 1 for you, Brian?
Number 1 for me would be Kentucky.
ooh,
Somewhere preferably within the
Bourbon County area.
what's that?
Bourbon County.
Yes, somewhere preferably within the along the Bourbon Trail, but outside of Lexington. So maybe like Versailles or
I mean Versailles?
Versailles.
Versailles.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines. Bourbon County. Yeah, there's so much beautiful property outside of like Lexington and all of that. So
Would you have horses?
I would probably have one, not many, but maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
And a still in a barn in the backyard.
That's moonshine.
I could probably do that.
Cool.
Blake, what's your number 1?
Number 1. Where else would you like to live other than in the state of ecstasy?
Oh, there you go. Blake, I knew as soon as this top 5 went out, this is what your answers would be. Thanks for not disappointing.
You're welcome.
Bad idea of the week. Number 412, being friends with Ezra Miller. So there you go. Brian, do you have a joke for us? What?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Stephen Izzy, while he's doing that, getting that ready, go ahead and tell us where we can find you guys.
Brian's a little rusty. You know, hasn't been on in a couple weeks.
Well, I was ill prepared for the Skype. My iPad died, so I'm finishing from the phone. And I've never Skyped on my phone. So
Go ahead, Steve. Izzy, wait, hold on, Brian. Go ahead, Steve and Izzy. Tell us where we can find you.
You can find me everywhere at Untidy Venus. That's a goddess who's bad at housekeeping. I'm on all the social medias at Untidy Venus. I also have an Etsy shop that is closed this week. So feel free to message me on any of my social medias at Untidy Venus, but it's usually at untidyvenus.etsy.com. I also have a Patreon now at Untidy Venus. Come join my Sticker of the Month Club. $4 a month, I'll mail you a sticker every month. One of the stickers I designed. Waterproof, UV resistant, ready to put on your water bottle, your laptop, your horse, whatever. Steve, where can we find you?
Slap a sticker on that horse, baby. Yeah, you can find us, of course, on all the major podcatchers under Everything I Learned from Movies, or hit us up directly on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon at EILF Movies. That's Everything I Learned from Movies. Every other Saturday, we're having a watch party for the 1987 Canadian post-apocalyptic children's show, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Spoilers, it lasted one season, but it's amazing. And yeah, hit me up and we'll get you on that watch party. And if you're in the Ogden, Utah area, every other Wednesday night, we have free screenings of classic movies. For example, tomorrow night, we'll be watching the 1986 ape movie classic Link with Elizabeth Shue's first nudity scene. And it's about an lovesick ape that goes on a killing spree. It's going to be great. And then, on the 27th, for my birthday, the greatest movie ever made, 1995's Congo.
Congo.
On the big screen. It's free.
If you want to find out what happens the Wednesdays after that, hit us up at EILF Movies.
Awesome. And Brian, hit me with a good joke.
All right. How does a hamburger introduce his girlfriend?
How does a hamburger introduce his girlfriend? I don't know.
Meet Patty.
Done.
I thought it would be like, this is my side.
I like Blake's joke better. This is my side. Anyways, thanks, Brian. I'm glad it's back. In person next week. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Titles for the show. Slap a sticker on the horse. More diabetes this week. I've seen the worst. Stop the locust, save the earth. And brain shrimp. Anyone else? No?
So I
How do we write that? At you?
Gesundheit?
So I've got the news of Goonew, Crunchy Peeps. I've seen worse.
Mannequin 3 live on stage.
The Josh Gad of Cats. Shitty literature. And Exhibit A.
I like the news of the Goonew, and Izzy even put that in there.
I do enjoy news of Goonew.
Okay. Change.
So what you're telling me is we're going to have a huge uptick of downloads from the hip hop community.
This may not be good.
Death threats. Great.
Not from Goonew, though. He's dead already.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's right. Steve,
this might lead us to that $25,000 reward, though.
Oh my God, you guys, is Goonew the celebrity you're going to meet at the farmer's market and have to take home and pay bail on?
We could be the ones that crack the case because somebody listens. Just saying. Anyways, Steve, Izzy, thanks for showing up. Love having you guys on every time. Thanks for correcting us on Utah. And
yeah, guys, come check us out. Utah's a great state. It's not just Mormons.
Yeah.
You guys weren't
the
as
second
salty.
largest pride parade in the U.S.
Utah, we're better than Kansas. Let's see. And that's all I have. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.